Hey everybody, it's Amanda and I am going to use my dehydrator. So it's the 12 days of dehydrating. This is a collaboration that I'm doing with my three friends, Lisa from Sutton's Days, Darcy from the Purposeful Pantry, and Tangi from Freedom Homestead. And we're pretty much just doing 12 days of recipes where we're going to show you some things that we're going to make with the dehydrator that you can do specifically here at Christmas time. So my recipe today, I'm going to take my gingerbread loaf. So I made a gingerbread loaf last week. I'm going to link that recipe at the top if you haven't seen it. Real simple, easy, quick bread. Well, of course, this time of year we get a lot of, cookies and quick breads and things from family and friends and all these little parties and get-togethers. And you might not know what to do with it. It might not store very easily. So one thing that you can do with your quick bread, with your dehydrator, is turn it into biscotti, which of course this time of year, it's a great time to have cocoa or coffee. And biscotti is a really great dry, crispy cookie that a lot of people like eat with their coffee or sometimes even dip in their coffee. And biscotti is one of my favorite treats. So you can take, like I said, any quick bread, put it in your dehydrator for just a few hours and turn it into a delicious crispy biscotti cookie and use your quick breads in a different way and just kind of stretch it. So I had half a loaf of my quick bread, not even half, like a quarter of a loaf of my quick bread, and here it is. And I went ahead and sliced it. So what I did was I cut some slices, and they're about a quarter of an inch thick. And then I took each slice and cut that slice in half. So let me show you what it looks like. So here's my plate, and you can see right here I have them separated. So here's, for instance, one half, and here's a bottom half. I'm just going to put them together. And you can see how I took each slice and then sliced it in half again, and we're going to use each of these as a little biscotti cookie. So we're going to dry them in these little halves, and then, I'm trying to get it in here nicely. There we go. We're going to take these halves, and a biscotti cookie is oftentimes dipped in chocolate, but this biscotti cookie, because it's gingerbread, we are going to dip it and drizzle it in icing. So let me show you the dehydrator and how we're going to do this. All right, it's kind of getting late in the day, so I turned the lights on, but here's my dehydrator. And the dehydrator I have, this one I actually got at Aldi a few years ago, and I hadn't really used it, so I have a friend of mine who I gave it to, and we've been kind of sharing it back and forth. Like, they use it and then I take it, and so that's actually worked out really well. They let me borrow it and I gave it to them for free. So hey, tip, if you don't have room or don't have money, share it with a friend. But this one I bought at Aldi for like $29, and you can get a similar one, like a good name brand one, a Nesco one, for about $59 if you want to purchase one. If you catch a great deal, or you could even look at your thrift stores to do that. I'll probably leave an Amazon affiliate link down in the description if you want to check that out. But this one right here actually has different temperatures on it, which, is helpful because each temperature, there's a low, medium, and high, and it depends on how you want to cook it. Well, because this particular one that we're using doesn't have to maintain anything. It's already been cooked all the way through. A lot of times we use it on a lower temperature if you want to maintain the vitamins and minerals. But this one's already been cooked, so you're not trying to maintain anything. So we're just going to use it on high, and we're going to cook it for about 4 hours. The goal is to get it completely dried out and crisp. Kind of like if you want to think the texture of, like, have you ever seen like stuffing, like how those little breadcrumbs get really, really dry and crisp? That's what it is, only biscotti is sweet and delicious and dipped in icing, so you'll love it. But anyway, so right here I have my dehydrator, and I'm just going to place one of my little slices right on the dehydrator tray. And I'm going to go ahead and fill this tray, and then we'll put another tray on, another tray, till it's all full, till we've got it all used, and then I'll put the lid on, and then we'll get it started. Now, we've only used 2 trays, but this dehydrator recommends that you always have 3 trays on, even if you're not going to use them. So I'm going to put another tray on, and then put the lid on. We'll put it on high, and we'll get it started. Okay, so it is now getting started, and I am going to let this dry out for about 4 hours. So it's kind of in the evening, so this will be done tonight before we go to bed. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do to get it all prepped, because I'm not going to have it actually fully ready till tomorrow. So let's let this dry out. I'll show you in a little bit the next step. All right, so I just got back from church, and I am turning off the dehydrator. And I am unplugging the dehydrator. We're going to take this off and see if we are dry. Brianna's over here helping me.
It's like stuck.
Here, pull it straight up. Oh, there we go. That's what you have to pull it straight up, guys.
Can I touch one?
So look. Oh, it's nice and crisp. We're going to take one together. You take a little piece. Ooh.
It's still a little moist.
Yeah, I think it needs another hour. Okay. It's been another half hour. We're going to turn it off again. I'm going to give it a try this time before I unplug and do the whole thing. Okay. Oh, now see these small pieces?
Mm-hmm.
Break it. Oh, I think we're good.
Yeah, it's crisp now.
That is crisp. She's ready for bed. I'm not yet. Yes. So we're going to unplug this.
It's like milk.
Well, it's supposed to be eaten with hot cocoa or coffee. Don't you dare. No, no. You gotta wait till tomorrow when I put the icing on it.
There's icing?
Yeah. It's really good. Okay. So it's 4.5 hours for this width. But the 4 hours is just kind of an estimate. Test it. Test it. If it's not crisp, put it back in. Okay. If you cut it really thin, cut the time down a little bit. But this is done. It's late at night. I'm going to let this cool down, and I'm going to put it in a glass jar because I don't want it to get any more moisture. So I've got to let it cool completely and then put it in glass so it doesn't get any kind of moisture. And then tomorrow, we will put the icing on it. Okay, it's the next morning, and we are getting ready to make the icing for our biscotti. I thought I was going to show you the biscotti, and I saw the coffee, and I was like, ooh, that's not right. Wrong side. Biscotti, coffee. Biscotti goes with coffee. Anyway, so we got to make some icing. We're going to put some icing on it and drizzle it and make it beautiful. So I'm going to use 1.5 cups powdered sugar, and then half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, or you could use another flavored extract if you like, but we're gonna use vanilla, and then 3 to 5 tablespoons of heavy cream. And you can use milk or half and half or whatever if you like, or I have a cooking milk recipe. I'll link that at the top if you want to try that. But if you have heavy cream, it'll be a little bit thicker, so it's a better consistency. So anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and make that really fast, and then we're gonna drizzle our icing. It's gonna be so beautiful. And then I was thinking about it, that it would be really cute to put some like crushed mint on it, like crushed candy cane on it. Wouldn't that be cute? So I think we're gonna do that on some of them, not all of them, because I personally don't love peppermint, but Brianna and Rick Sr. do. So I'll probably put half of them with candy canes and half of them without. So let's get to making the icing. Okay, so I took the icing, and by the way, I used about 6 tablespoons of the heavy whipping cream, but I didn't precisely measure my confectioner's sugar, so it probably was my measuring. but anyway, it should be 3 to 5, and just take a look at it. It should look like, you know what icing sugar looks like. It should have that, you know, a little bit thick consistency. And I put it in a Ziploc bag, which is just a regular, you know, not even Ziploc brand, store brand Ziploc style bag. And I pushed it to the end, and I just cut the tip off. I'm gonna bring it over here so hopefully you guys can see. But anyway, I just cut that tip off, and then right here I have a like brown paper lunch bag, and you can see that I have my biscotti right here. So I'm going to kind of show you how. I'm just gonna take this and just squeeze it over top, but we're gonna just kind of go back and forth with the icing. And I actually cut my hole a little big here with the biscotti. Here we go. And voila. So here's this one. There we go. And you get the idea. We're just gonna keep going back and forth over this. And after I get these done, then we'll crush some candy canes and put them on top. Okay, so I have the icing on all of these. And probably what I'll do is, like, I made a mistake on that one. There's a couple that don't look as pretty. And so I'll probably just take the really pretty ones and make those the ones that are just plain icing. And I'm gonna crush up my candy canes and put those on the ones that have little mistakes so the candy canes will cover it. So in order to crush the candy canes, I'm just gonna take the candy canes and I'm going to use this. I'm gonna use the flat side. But I'm gonna put them in a Ziploc bag and then I'm just gonna bang them out right here and I'll put them on the ones that I wanna cover up. Okay, I threw the candy canes on there. Aren't they so cute? Ah, this looks so pretty. That is just because I prefer it without peppermint. That looks super pretty. I could totally give this as a gift. So we just need to let the biscotti dry, and once it's dry, everybody can eat it. It shouldn't take too long, like an hour or so. All right, so I'm sitting here with my best friend, Richard Beal. He has been waiting to eat my biscotti. He was staring at it last night when it was in the dehydrator, and when I iced it, he wanted some. And now it's got peppermint on it.
No, don't touch it. No.
Are you ready?
Sure. Yes.
I'm giving you a peppermint one.
The candy cane type.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a plain one.
I thought we were gonna do a countdown.
Go by it. He only gets one, guys.
One. Savor it. It's hard and crunchy, right?
It is. It's crispy.
Mm.
You're supposed to be able to dip it in your coffee. Like, he's enjoying his coffee, of course, with it. Where's your coffee? There it is. We got some presents on the table. We can't show you that. But how you like it? Is it good?
I like it. It's very, maybe it's the candy cane, but it's very Christmassy.
Now, let me just remind you.
I'm supposed to dunk it?
No, you don't have to, but you can. That's why it's crispy, because you're supposed to soften it when you dunk it. You don't have to. It's a good cookie in and of itself. I know.
All right, I'm done. I'm in. I'm in.
Okay.
It's been a long time since I dunked something.
Well, enjoy it. So, what I want to say is...
Oh, the icing came on.
Do you remember...
I'll tell you what. It adds something.
Does it really?
Oh, it really does. Dunk your biscotti, folks. I'm pro dunker now.
Do you remember that this biscotti was the gingerbread loaf that I made? That I've just dried. He's trying not to eat it on camera. So it's just the gingerbread loaf that I made that I dried. Do you like both forms? Is there one that you prefer?
Say it again.
Which form do you like better? Do you like it as the soft loaf or the biscotti?
So, America. I do like it, the regular make it in the oven, soft, there you go, right? But the cookie type, the biscotti type, or the biscuit, whatever you want to call it, I do like that. It is kind of hard at first, so you have to have some good chompers. You're really going to get on it, you know? So that's why I prefer to dunk it in the coffee now. I didn't know I liked it. I know now that I like it. I just discovered something brand new.
You're welcome.
right?
It's my job to open you up to new things. But I feel like this
But-
whole
but if
dehydration
you're-
thing I love.
If you're going to dunk it in the coffee, you got to work on your timing. If you hesitate too long,
You'll lose icing.
you're going to lose your Scotty. You're going to Scotty. No.
All right, before he keeps telling jokes, let me just
No,
tell
no.
you that this was part of the 12 days of dehydration collaboration that I'm doing with Tangi at Freedom Homestead, Lisa at Sutton's Days, and Darcy at the Purposeful Pantry. So every day we're sharing things that we're doing with the dehydrator.
Yes.
And tomorrow, Tangi is going to share something else because this is actually, the biscotti I think is really great for like a little holiday gift to give to like a teacher or someone, maybe your postal worker or somebody at your bank or just someone that you want to, maybe your neighbor. Just a little nice gift that's really cute.
I was going to say that because I'm a guy and I don't do the decorating thing very well. I try, but I don't succeed. But I will say this just from a casual observer. As a casual observer, to try to make more of a gift type of thing, maybe possibly you can decorate a loaf and make it look nice. I'm sure you can. But I think you can be really creative with biscotti
cookies.
because it's harder and it's more durable. Durable, is that a good word?
Yes.
And you can do things with it.
That's such a man description. It's like, it's cookies, and he's like, it's durable.
You know what I mean? I don't know decorating terms, but if you're going to make it look nice, like a gift, I think you have more options with spaghetti. I said spaghetti.
Biscotti.
What do you call it? The biscuits, the fancy biscuits. You have more an opportunity to do something lovely with the fancy biscuits.
So tomorrow, Tangi will be on the 12 days of dehydration. I'm going to link to the top where you can see all the videos from the 12 days of dehydrating challenge. And so you can see Tangi's video, but Tangi is making, are you ready for this? Jerky.
Oh.
See, that's a manly gift,
Yes.
right? A man wants cookies.
Yes.
A man wants jerky.
Yes.
So if you got a gentleman in your life and you're thinking, what can I get for them? Homemade jerky.
I love jerky.
I guarantee they'll like it.
I really do. I love jerky.
I know. There's not one man that I know that would not like
craving for
it.
jerky. And you know what? It's kind of on the pricey side if you just go buy it.
That is true.
So if you can come up with a frugal way of making it at home.
Correct.
I work with several people, fellas, who make their own jerky. And occasionally they bring it to work to brag on it. You know? And I have rarely tasted bad homemade jerky.
Nope, it's good.
You can make it, you can spice it up your way and everything, and it's all good.
Well, Tangi's going to take the guesswork out of it.
Jerky. Christmas jerky.
She's going to show you how she makes it, and you'll know how to make it so you can make good jerky and give it away as a gift.
Christmas jerky. Is it reindeer jerky?
Head to Tangi's channel, and you can see tomorrow what she's going to make. All right, so I'm going to take him and make sure he doesn't get any more cookies.
It's the sugar. It's the sugar. I'm having a reaction.
Sugar and coffee.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's it for us today. Come back, and we are going to be making another cookie.
Yeah.
But this time we're going to go healthy. On Wednesday, we are going to be making raw vegan gingerbread cookies. So for those, because, you know, everybody in your life has different dietary needs. Yeah. And the person who eats jerky is going to be different than the person who needs a raw vegan cookie. So if you're like got this person in your life and they've got special dietary needs and you just don't know what to get for them, I'm going to show you how to make raw vegan gingerbread cookies, and they're going to love it.
Vegan gingerbread cookies.
But in the meantime, head over and see Tangi, and don't forget to check out Lisa and Darcy's channels. Again, they're all linked in the description box. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you next time.
Bye.